This is the grid that the Bombers call home.
You're throwing the tee in the ground. If your hand's not shaking, there's something wrong.
I'm in my element, it's evident that there's levels to the game. I'm in my element, flow is like water, I'm forced to a fire, I'm feeling like gold. Gotta stay grounded, stay down to earth, following God and you grinding, you do as you told. I don't work to make you like me, but I'm front and center, word to Spike Lee. I'm in my element, yeah. I'm in my element, yeah. I'm in my element, I'm in my element, yeah. I'm in my element, yeah. I'm in my element.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live in Atlanta. Day number 4, 128-minute entered battle. There's only 32 left. We're going to go down to 8, and then they're going to be on TV tomorrow, just like you.
Just like you.
No, because if you get on, I get on.
We're going to be live on the Golf Channel tomorrow.
Alexis Belton in the booth, just getting after it.
Alongside Bobby Bradley.
That was fun to watch you hit yesterday.
It was a lot of fun. Let me tell you something.
Look at you going 174.9.
It gives you a lot of respect when you've been away from it. I don't know about me. I know you got to hit as well.
So much fun. So much fun.
It was really cool to see a lot of the older girls come out as well.
Yeah.
I think we see that for the men's division. We've been talking about that a lot, having people like James Tate back and so many others.
Triple T.
But right now on the grid, we got Kyle Berkshire, Bobby Ray, Naoto Misumi, and Finn Quaid.
Mr. Berkshire yesterday went 450, longest drive of the day. Kyle Gabbard went 439 and 443. We did have right now we are looking into the sun slightly. It's a west to east grid. The wind was coming out of the northwest later in the day, and we were seeing some really big numbers.
Really big. We had a 450 by Kyle Berkshire, longest drive of the tournament.
Yep.
That was a lot of fun to watch.
It was a 231.8 rocket off the face of Mr. Berkshire.
Bobby Ray had a birthday yesterday.
He did turn 30.
One of the biggest gifts is advancing through. I think that's always a great gift on your birthday.
We've talked about it. You're going to start seeing these numbers jump big time in ball speed. I feel like there's more 220 guys than there are less than 220 guys in this group, and even in group number 2. These are the best in the business. Robert Ray in
There
slot
he
number
is.
2, the birthday boy. I like how he said yesterday that he looks fat. Yeah. All right, buddy. Here we go. 16 men in this bracket. 8 will make it to the round of 16, who will be hitting later in the day. Bobby Ray off to Obi, right?
So you see the sun directly in. We didn't have this problem that much yesterday, but especially Bobby's hitting the yellow balls. It's going to be a little bit difficult to see where the ball lands.
Beautiful profile shot here from Naoto Misumi, a little left to right. That's been the profile that we've liked to see all tournament. This grid really likes it down that right side. Berkshire fighting down the right side. They said that ball is directly in the sun. This one looks like it's going to be okay. This one's coming back if this one's in play. This will kind of be a barometer. Is it going to be in the 80s? Is it going to be in the 90s? Because we did see some pretty decent drives yesterday, but it is cooler today than it was yesterday. It was in probably right around 60, 65 degrees, 399. That's a big ball to start off this morning for Mr. Berkshire, who did make the change. He is hitting the LD 30 plus, a shaft that he has been extremely successful with and very tough to beat. You know, it's going to tighten up his dispersion. One of the reasons why he went to the LD20 was because of the hand and also his rib injury that he's been, rehabbing for the last, 3-4 months. He's brought 2 doctors here with him to work on that rib, and off to a nice start here with a 399 rocket. Bobby Ray's on the board at 357 and 363 from Naoto Misumi. Finn Quaid, here we go. A little miss hit from Finn, but this one's going to be in play. Points are critical. We say it all the time, especially when these guys are this fast, this talented. Every single point matters. OB sets are no good.
No, not at all, especially right now as the field is a lot smaller. Everyone's good that's on this tee box.
Absolutely. And I want to thank whoever bought 48 bottles of water for me yesterday. I got so many people handing stuff to me to make my throat better. That was pretty funny.
You sound great.
I'm getting there. I'm feeling like I can talk a little louder now instead of whisper.
Did you ever watch the TV show One Tree Hill?
No.
Oh. Well, can't tell the story now. But there's a character, her name was Brooke, and she had this raspy voice. And for years, I tried to have that raspy voice. Now I realize it wasn't cool.
Well, the good news is that we have noise-canceling headphones, because if we had to try to talk, it's really loud inside the booth.
Yeah.
You can't hear it. We can't hear it. But if I had to talk over it, I'd struggle. But Naoto Masumi with a good ball here on ball number 6. This one's right down the middle.
I think that's definitely going to be a little bit further.
He's going to improve on this. No doubt. Drum roll. 364. Oh. So Berkshire wins by 35 yards. It's a good start for him. I mean, that's a big number. 399. He just threw it down that right side, and that's in. When I came out here on Tuesday, walking down the grid, I'm like, if these guys can hit that tight draw down the right side and bring it back in, you're going to get some good rollout, because it rolls back down more towards the center of the fairway. So we call it a grid, but we are on a golf hole, and there are some
undulations out there, and it's absolutely beautiful. Look at the crowd this morning already filling up the stands. See some familiar faces.
There we go. But this has been a beautiful venue to hit at. They've been very accommodating. It's in the heart of Atlanta. I mean, we are in one of the largest metropolitan cities in the country, and I say even in the world. And to be, 5 minutes from downtown Atlanta, this is a really, really nice venue, and I'd love to be back here again.
Without a doubt. We've got a full day right now. Group 1 of our open division dwindling down to 16 players. And at 10:30, we have Group 2. We'll go to lunch, and then the women's division kicks off at 1 p.m. Open division back at it again to see who our top 8 finalists will be going into tomorrow at 3 p.m. So make sure you come out, support, and tune in.
Reed Russell, Ryan Gregnall, TJ Baker, Travis Eakin. Mama Eakin, I'm going to get it right today. Travis is on the range. He's like, yeah, my mom, was giving you a hard time yesterday. Bacon, Eakin, he's like, I'm okay with it. But I was like, I'm going to make your mom happy.
We honor parents. Hey, that's our.
Ms. Eakin, your son is in the round of 32, looking good here and getting ready to fire away to a 53-yard wide grid at 350. At 400 yards, it's about 57 yards wide, and balls where Kyle Gabbard, who you'll see here in a little bit, and Kyle Berkshire were hitting, is about 65, 66 yards wide at about 450 yards, so it just fans out just a little bit the farther it goes. But that's a good barometer right now when you're looking at 399. If these guys are hitting the center of the club face, what can they really put up if they hit a good ball here? And the guy that I'm going to be looking at, if you call a dark horse or a sleeper, is going to be TJ Baker. He put himself in a tough spot yesterday, and he had to fight back in rounds 4 and 5 to get in. But if he figures out that left to right, which we're looking at right now, is a miss hit from him at 198, I think he's going to be tough. I really do. Reminds me a lot of Seb Twiddell and Sam Judah last year, where they have a ton of speed, and it's just figuring out, how can they tighten up that left to right.
Yeah, he's definitely proven when he puts it together, he's lethal.
Reed Russell in slot number 1 has had a great start to this event. He has had a stress-free first couple days. Looks like he's going to go OB left on ball number 4.
You're going to start to see some guys. The third day is kind of when they start getting into that rhythm, and as you said, we're going to see a lot faster ball speeds coming out.
Looks like there was a miss hit from Gregnall, but this one's going to be in on ball number 3. It was a kind of like a rope hook, the old push draw, 299.
He had a quite a journey.
Oh yeah, tires blowing out.
Two tires. If there's one thing you got to look out for in Atlanta, that's potholes.
If this one needs to get in the air from Gregnall, but I like the profile. I definitely don't like the height on that. I'm not sure if we can't see the height on that golf ball, but it looks like he hit that one pretty low. It was
see what number that comes out to be.
If that was on a roll grid, that might roll 80 yards. 371 from Russell and Gregnall. Gregnall just needs to climb the ladder a little bit. Take that same shot. There we go. Gregnall hitting a nice high draw here. And you're looking, as you see, Gregnall's ball directly at the sun. So I feel like this one's going to go a little bit farther. Russell's at 372, so he improves. Travis Eakin put in on a clinic 5 for 5.
Without a doubt. Going to take a peek at him right now.
Gregnall 370, so just a little bit lower on the ball speed on ball number 5 for Gregnall. He comes up a yard short, but right now it looks like Reed Russell's going to take the win here.
Eakin might take T.J. Baker on that last swing. We'll see what that final number comes out to be. It's gonna be close.
Drum roll. T.J. Baker, 372. Travis Eakin, 6 for 6. That's a great start.
Introducing the new Bridgestone E9 Long Drive. Co-designed by world long drive athletes to push the limits of distance. Thanks to extreme ball speed and superior aerodynamic flight. Engineered for you to hit your longest drive. Drive the new E9 Long Drive. Extreme distance for your game.
Bridgestone golf ball. Bridgestone located right here in Atlanta, Georgia. We're actually going to have Hannah from St. Andre out here emceeing tomorrow, and they're also part of that Bridgestone team. Excited to see them, but right now just figuring out how to hit that ball and make it go far.
T.J. Baker took down the set at 373. Reed Russell, 372. Greg Knoll, 371. Travis Eakin going 6 for 6, but just came up a little short. So, you know, hitting 6 balls in play, he ended up coming in 4th, but I like that. You know, putting balls in play is a premium right now. Try to find those hot spots on the grid, and then once you start getting balls in play, you start, you know, narrowing your focus on where you kind of want to land that ball, similar to the old Dave Mobley style. Like, I'm going to try to find a 5-yard window where I'm going to try to land this golf ball, and, you know, the slot that Kyle hit is the profile. He had a mid-ball draw, started it out right, brought it back in play, and there's a lot of rollout down that right side. Like yesterday at lunch here in Colton's first ball that went 414, he landed it at 380 and got 35 yards, almost 35 yards of rollout.
Goodness.
Bryce Verplank, good start here from him. This one's cutting across the middle of the grid. Love the profile of the shot from Bryce Verplank, who put himself in a tough spot. He didn't necessarily have to win. He would have gone into a playoff if he took second yesterday. But, I mean, he had a murderer's row of hitters with Costello, Jack Smith, Zach Holton, and he ended up winning at a 389. So Bryce Verplank, who has 2 wins this year, looks like he's off to a nice start, 374.
Jack Smith.
Ooh, good ball.
370. I like his profile right here.
Jax just needs to put balls in play. This is a bomb from Jack Smith. This is a big ball right here. He's figured it out.
He's playing that cut.
I think this is going to be in the 80s, and this is going to kind of be a barometer of like where Kyle's ball is how much farther is it right now, just based off of the ball speed that he hit. Jack Smith's ball should be in the 80s, if not 90s. I wouldn't be surprised. 382 from Jack Smith.
Yeah, he's on cruise control right now.
Yep.
We've got 3 out of 4 balls in play. I love to see that from Jack Smith. That's gonna move him along time after time again, him putting balls in play.
You know, when Jack's off, he's hitting these big rope hooks right to left. And then, you know, talk about a guy that hit some big drives yesterday. Kyle Gabbard hitting it over the moon.
Massive.
Went 439, 443 yesterday. I don't know if you can carry it that far right now just because there isn't that much wind. But that profile right there is perfect from Kyle Gabbard.
He found the slot. There's a hill around 400 yards. And if you carry that, it's just going to run. And he did that several times yesterday.
Absolutely. Matt Nicole struggling just a tad to find the center of the club face. Verplank and Gabbard are currently tied at 374. Jack Smith in the lead, 382. Ball number 6 for Jack Smith and Bryce Verplank.
Ooh.
Jack Smith, slight miss hit here at 213. But this is a good start for the rookie stud Jack Smith, one of the favorites to win this. He put himself in a tough position a couple times in this tournament, but yeah, he starts hitting like that, he's going to be tough.
He's putting 3 out of 6 balls in play. That's what you want to see. You know, he said earlier, I'm pretty sure his mom's having a heart attack over these last 2 days. She came up to me, she's like, yes, I'm glad you know. And I don't think he's doing that right now. So Jack Smith taking the lead at 382.
Well, you know what I like seeing right now? Nobies. Come on, boys. Put some balls in play.
Why would you say that out loud? I'm going to knock on wood.
Well, it's early. It's not like it's like set number 4 or something like that.
Right, you're
it's
right.
It's kind of
yeah.
like baseball. It's like you're throwing a perfect game after 2 outs.
Yeah.
Or 3 outs, 1 inning.
1 out.
It's like, hey, man, you're throwing a perfect game.
Yeah, we got a tie
She
here.
looked awesome yesterday. She did. Just came out just hitting bullets right down the
It was
middle.
a lot of fun.
It was.
Had a good showing for the ladies, too.
Yeah.
Good crowd.
I
A lot
mean,
of the
Monica
guys
Lighting
staying
looked
around.
good, but Phyllis
She
Meddy
looked
put
really
on
good.
a clinic. She is going to be so tough to beat if she hits the way she did.
I think one of the scariest
yesterday.
things is she wasn't even swinging all out. She was just on cruise control.
She was like sitting around 176, 177, and then a couple times stepped on the gas. You know, Monica Lighting with the longest drive yesterday at 361.
Zach Holton, he's been one of the most consistent hitters of the tournament so
Absolutely. And we got Mark Costello and Wes Patterson, and things that you want to see from Costello early on, similar to Greg Nall. Just start putting balls in play. Costello's tough, really, really tough. And Patterson is tough, too. I mean,
without a doubt. He came out yesterday with his play driver for the first 2, hit it 340, and then turned it up with that with his long driver. So I'm interested to see if he's just hitting that long driver.
you got Matty Bombs in slot number 4, who got everything out of that golf ball yesterday. He was locked in slot number 4, the man from Australia, Matty Bombs. He likes it. It's a good start.
And Matty Bombs is always going to be entertaining, a lot of fun to watch. I mean, just to have him on the screen is a gift.
Yeah, he got the most out of the golf ball around 206, 207. And he's got a number on the board at 359. Zach Holton in slot number 1. Costello, great ball here from Costello. If this one is going to stay in, it's going to be close. I like that number from Costello, 216. 216 ball from Holton. Is this one going to hold on? Patterson with a bullet down the middle.
Good.
Here we go. Did that second ball from Costello stay in? No. Patterson going to a different setup. Holton with a 74. I like Patterson's ball. Let's see if it got some raw at 78. There we go.
It's a really good ball there. He's got grit. If there's one person out here that's got grit, he's definitely one of them. But I want to thank all of you in the chat right now that have joined us to watch the guys tee it off this morning. Like we said, we've got a full day ahead, but want to hear where you're from this morning. We've had people tune in from all over.
Come on in and say howdy. They don't say howdy too much here in Atlanta, but
I got to drive a little bit north or south.
yeah, we talked about that a couple days ago. It's like I'm from South Florida. It's like the more north you go, the more southern it gets. Like even my dad's
really
from
true.
Daytona Beach. He's got a little bit of a country accent. Big old Bob
Little
Bradley.
twang.
Go buy an air conditioner from my daddy if you're down in South Florida. Big old Bob Bradley. He ain't big. He's like 5'9", but
Papa Bradley.
he's like Matty Nichols. You know, my dad looks like Matty Bombs. Got 670 watching right now, but this is a log jam. 378, 375, 74, 59.
We're going to see a lot of this today. Every yard counts. I was talking with Wes Patterson's coach about that, of the grip. They're so meticulous of everything, because if it adds a yard, it makes a difference. And we're seeing that right now with Mark Costello and Wes Patterson. 377, 378. We'll be back right after this.
I'm Bryce Verplank. I'm your 2023 Port Rowan Open Division champion.
Bryce Verplank had a turnaround for the ages at the 6th stop on the 2023 tour, and it would be tough to script a better story for his first ever World Long Drive win.
I was absolutely struggling. Had 2 OB sets, and then in the other 3 sets, I hit a total of 3 balls in. None of them were caught well.
Verplank found himself in a playoff to make the round of 16, and while Sean Johnson won that set, Verplank managed to advance after another golfer withdrew from the competition due to injury.
I was fortunate enough to hit a decent one in the playoff, which ended up getting me through, and then I found it on the range after that. Once it clicked on the range, you know, I was super confident on the grid, and I just tried to take deep breaths, remain as calm as possible, and just be in rhythm and just center punch it, and I knew it was going to be good flight, good speed, you know, everything I was looking for. So,
ladies and gentlemen, we started with 47 of the longest drivers in the world. We are now down to the final 2.
Perfect Hands Golf is the world's first ever swing and strength trainer that focuses on every single component of the golf swing simultaneously, resulting in a repetitive on-playing golf swing every single time without restricting the golfer's natural range of motion. Go check out these guys. They are located here on the property if you are here in Atlanta, but if not, we are tuning back in as we have Jack Smith, Reed Russell, Matt Nichols, and Naoto Masumi. We got to hear from Bryce Verplank there, and he really made it through. He put his back against the wall, and I think that's where he felt comfortable, and I think he's going to continue to do really well here today. But right now, Reed Russell on the board at 349.
Everybody, look at a lot of people here. Even got a text from the Bull yesterday, Kevin Bullard, who's in Atlanta. He's going to make an appearance tomorrow, as we call him Big Daddy. The Bull.
All right, so what would Jack Smith's nickname be?
Jack Smith. Such a good nickname.
That's a good nickname. Solid.
It is.
He's in that first slot right now, which I think is going to be a really good slot. But Matty Bombs.
He's from Louisiana. Louisiana long baller.
There's a couple of good songs I would play if we all had walkout songs for him.
Oh yeah. All right, boys, let's hit some balls and play here. Reed Russell currently in the lead at 349. I mean, Jack Smith was just hitting that little butter cut. This should be a perfect slot for him too. You know, this one's missed left.
Naoto Masumi, a little mishit, but that's going to be in play. Like we said, got to get something in play here.
So yeah, we're looking at T.J. Baker, the dark horse. Well, after day one, when I saw him go like 222, 223, I'm like, that guy is a stud. You know, he's fast, really, really fast. All right, we don't have any balls in play here from three of the hitters. Jack Smith is going to be OB left on ball number 5. Naoto Masumi looks like he's got potentially got a ball and play down that right side, and Reed Russell's 5th ball looks nice. 392 Reed Russell. He has been quietly just a little under the radar, you know, and I think that's good for him too, because he is one of the best hitters on the planet.
It's hard to say Reed Russell being under the radar. But
yeah.
He just moved through
easily. Just a quiet assassin, really, truly. You know, former ball player with the Houston Astros. Jack Smith is going to go OB. Naoto Masumi has a number on the board, but Matty Bombs looks like he's going to take down 2nd place. Great start, Reed Russell. That's going to put him at 300 points. All right, our first OB set of the round of 32.
Tried to knock on wood there.
I mean, it's going to happen, but, I mean, we looked at Matty Nichols improves to 375. That a boy. He gets the most out of that golf ball. Matty Bombs, I mean, 375, that's a big number right now, but it's starting to warm up. It's time to take off this jacket.
Meanwhile, I put my big coat on. It's like hot, cold, but that's a big set for Matty Nichols there. Moved him up a little bit. We're in our 2nd set, Group 1 for our round robin, dwindling down to 16.
Yeah, we'll be down to 8 later on today. Taking a peek at the chat, 741 on hand right now. Brittany Dobbin, hello, from Justin, Texas. She just put Texas, but I know where they're at.
Man, you're giving all their business out here.
I know.
You know the Dobbins are.
Tell Mitchell Michael I said hello. And the kids. Deegan Dobbin. I guess the question is, like, what is Deegan going to be? Is he going to be an MMA fighter, boxer, a basketball player, football player? I mean, this kid's got, for like 5 years old, he has so much power. It's ridiculous. He might even have just turned to 6. But Deegan is a stud.
Bryce Verplank on the board. I really like that first ball by Ryan Gregnaw. We'll see if that stayed in.
I mean, I like, there you go. We're going to see some, it is warmed up significantly over the last 30 minutes here. And not only that, these guys are going to be able to see their golf ball. You know, the first couple sets, you can see they were kind of like looking back, like, hey, where did it go? And if you're looking on right now, we got 4 screens on the monitor. That sun's starting to creep above, where the flight scope tracer would be. Said the only guy that can hit it over the flight scope tracer is Kyle Gabbard. I mean, it's the best. Like his balls, you just see he just go straight up, kind of like Greg Null, Greg Null, but
just completely leaves the screen.
Yeah.
And you have to wait for it to fall back to know if it had any movement on the ball. But right now, Greg Null in the lead at 389. Finn looking to put a ball in play.
And Greg Null was hit a couple good drives. Just I felt like he hit him maybe a little bit too low. In that first set where he ended up taking third, and there was a couple guys. He was at 371, 372, 373. But now Greg Null, what I'm liking right now is that last ball. It's OB, but you know what?
He's
That's 221.9.
Yep.
221.9 there from
Good
Greg
spin.
Null. He has done a good job of conserving his energy and hitting balls in play early. When Greg Null's in play early, he is very dangerous and a guy that could win the World Championships. There's no doubt. Obi right. Patterson's flirting down that right side. Not sure if that one's going to stay in. I do like the profile of that shot. And it's a tough thing about being in slot 4. You hit that ball in slot 1, that one's going to be a big old number. That one's Obi right from Patterson. Verplank currently in second, 358. Greg Null safely in the lead.
Verplank's final ball.
Little
See
low
if that
bullet.
hangs on.
208. Verplank doesn't like it, but that one looks like it's going to stay in play, and that one should be significantly better. Patterson with another good profile shot here, just good profile shot in the wrong slot. I wouldn't change anything if I was Wes. I would stick to that game plan because he's hitting it really well.
389, Ryan Gregnall. We're going to go to break. We'll be back right after this.
Bobby Ray, do you think that your multi-sport background has helped you kind of train, and do you still train that way for long drive now?
I do think that just being an athlete, being around sports obviously helps and translates into any other sport. When it comes to my workout and my fitness, I definitely geared it a little bit differently. My workouts have traditionally been just like for aesthetic purposes, and it just so happens that translates into hitting the ball further. So I've competed at high-level sports my whole life, but you're just embracing that adrenaline, and I miss it, and you can't replicate it.
Birthday boy right there. Bobby Ray. If the sun is out, the guns are out.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Zach Holton ended up taking third in the first set. Bobby Ray with a miss hit here. Travis Aiken went 6 for 6 last set. Just stick to that game plan, Travis. Get ball. Eakins. There we go. I made my first mistake, Miss Eakin. I apologize. I will send you a gift basket for Christmas. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're getting good at finishing each other's
sentences. Sandwiches.
Sandwiches.
Ooh, I like this one by Zach Holton.
There we go. 211. Little miss hit for Zach, but it's a ball in play. Travis Eakin putting on a clinic. Kyle Gabbard going a little right to left here. Yes, Gabbard yesterday putting up some monster drives. Bobby Ray's going to be OB right. Bobby Ray, that one stayed in, 365. That one stayed in.
Good one. If this one stays in by Holton, it might be another ball in play.
What a start to the round of 32 for Travis Eakin. He's 8 for his first 9.
It's incredible. Speaking of, we do have incentives.
Yeah.
So depending on if you have the longest ball of your group, the most balls in play. And what's the third one?
The longest set.
And
so he was 6 for 6. So if no one goes 6 for 6, Eakin's got that in the tank and in the bank.
In the tank. In the tank and in the bank. One thing that I love is that there's so many different ways to win out here on tour, and those are 3 incentives that make the guys want to bet a little bit more on the side.
Eakin takes the lead at 377. And right now, Bobby Ray's speeds are down just a tad, but you know what? He's getting a lot out of that golf ball. I mean, you're looking at his glove speed, being like 136, 204. I mean, he's hitting the center of the club face, and the person that we saw, like Matty Bombs yesterday, was just hitting. There you go, a little bit better shot here from Bobby Ray.
He likes it. Gives us a fist pump right there. See if that one stays in. It's flirting.
This ball definitely rewards guys that hit, 150 smashes, and it could be anywhere between 200 to 208. We see some really, really big numbers. All right, Kyle Gabbard. His prototypical ball flight of hitting an absolute moon ball. This one's right down the middle. Perfect smash. A little better than a 150 right there. Wouldn't be surprised if Gabbard on that last ball puts up a big number. Could it be in the 80s? We will see. He's 68. Travis Eakin. He's 9 for 12. And now he's got a win in the round of 32 after 2 sets. Bobby Ray takes second. Zach Holton will take fourth. So Holton right now will have 75 points after 2 sets. So he's going to have to step on the gas here. Because he is one of the favorites to win.
Without a doubt. And I think, he's seasoned in this sport well enough to where he can step on the gas and he can do it. Pretty sure he's going to go and tweak a couple of things here and there because he's hitting solid shots. Just coming up a little bit short here. But right now we've got Mark Costello, Kyle Berkshire, Matt Nicole, and TJ Baker. TJ Baker, do we even call him a sleeper anymore?
You're not a sleeper when you're swinging that hard.
Yeah, not at all.
When you put up 225, you're not, they might not know you, but they know you pretty quick, after they see those numbers. And it's consistent, too. Like, he's been consistently in and around 220 all tournament. So, and what we're going to look for with him, TJ, is just that left to right movement. That's it. Don't necessarily like slot number 4 for him, but I do like 1 and 2. So he's just going to have to make a little bit of an adjustment. I guess the good thing is being in slot 4, if he does hit that pull cut, it's going to give him more opportunity to hit balls in play. So I wouldn't be surprised if he hits 2 or 3 in play. It's just a matter of can he straighten it up just a tad. All right, Costello, Berkshire, Matt Nicole, TJ Baker. Nicole with a ball in play. Kyle taking his time here on ball number 1, OB left. This one down the left side from Costello. This is going to be a good start from Costello. And Costello gradually gets faster and faster as the set goes on. And for him, it's more about just focusing on just hitting a good ball in play, and now he can step on the gas, kind of ramp up like James Tate did yesterday.
Without a doubt. He looked really good. He's another one that's been consistent throughout the entire round. There it is.
If this one holds on from Berkshire, this one looks okay. This one's down the left side, 222. It kind of gets us a little nervous when you start seeing that ball go down that left side.
Without a doubt.
But there's that hill, you know?
And if it can carry that one hill, it'll roll pretty fast, but you got to get it that far.
Matt Nicole with a nice drive here. TJ Baker with his prototypical cut there. We're at prototypical cut now, 3 times we've said it? Ball number 2 for Berkshire was flirting down that left side. He's at 399 again, so he has 2 of the longest drives so far. We're 1 yard away from hitting the 400 club this morning.
Consistently 1 yard away.
Yep.
It's going to happen here soon.
And here's the difference. The shaft that he's hitting is going to be tighter dispersion. And we talked about hitting a heavier setup like Costello's hitting. You have to kind of fight it. You have to fight that shaft just a little bit, but you're going to be really tight left to right or right to left. This one's a floater down the right side. This one's going to be in the 400s right here from Berkshire. This one's dead perfect. And the reason why he went to the D20 last year was because of, the surgery on his hand, and then this year with that rib injury, it was just a little bit easier to swing a D20, which is a little bit softer.
First 400 of the day at 404 by Kyle Berkshire. He knew it.
Yep.
As soon as it came off the club head face.
And I think that this is the best decision that's been made, between him and Bobby Peterson, and even, his team of doctors is like, hey, can he use this shaft where they know that he's going to apply a little bit more pressure on that, that oblique. So he has 2 doctors here, and look at him sticking the finish at 225. This is a good start for Kyle.
Beautiful finish.
Ooh, I like this ball from Costello. Looks like a little Healy. Matt Nicole putting balls in play. Look at that. 6 for 6 from Matt Nicole. To be expected, though. That kid is so good. Such a good hitter. Kyle's last ball went OB. But it is a nice start for the two-time world champion Kyle Berkshire, current number 1. He's going to have 400 points after 2 sets. It improves to 405. Costello is going to take second, but Mr. Berkshire off to a good start here in the round of 32.
The belt that's the only goal for this year, is to win the belt.
So what's your PR before this, your longest drive?
Longest drive was actually on this grid at 463. I got third in that set.
Oh.
So that's where long drive is a little difficult. But obviously 455 is what probably I'm better known for against West.
What are you looking forward to this season?
Try to get some wins. It's
Okay.
the only thing I'm focused on. There's no moral victories anymore in the sport for me, so I just want W's. That's what I'm looking for.
There you have it, the one, the only.
It's early, but Kyle Berkshire, Reed Russell, Wes Patterson, Ryan Gregnall, Travis Eakin, TJ Baker, Mark Costello, and Jack Smith are currently your top 8. And only one OB set.
Which is very impressive.
A little golf clap here. We got Costello doubling up right now.
And we're moving into our third set. This is a big set to kind of set the tempo of how you're going to have a game plan for set 4 and 5.
Nice ball here from Costello down that left side. It looks like Travis Eakin once again is just putting on a clinic, putting balls in play. Nice little buttercut there from Naoto Masumiya. It is a miss hit, though, for him.
Yeah, he sits at 150 points. A win would move him up pretty significantly.
Bryce Verplank with a nice ball here at 212.9. Let's take a peek at these numbers here. Like he's at 147, so it's just a slight miss hit, but that ball looked like it stayed in the air for a while. I mean, that should be in the 80s from Bryce Verplank. Maybe a little under that just because he didn't center punch it. There you go. Just
he's not a blind.
Lucky.
He's not a blind squirrel.
Yeah.
He's 20/20 vision.
There we go. All right, Masumi down that left side. This one's not going to cut back in. He's at 59. I thought Eakin's first ball was in play, but wasn't. He had a draw.
Same with Costello. I thought he had one in play, but I like this slot for him.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna shut it down and try to hit like a little pull cut, and there it is at 219.
Oof.
Verplank with a laser. That one looks a little low though. Verplank spun it too at 3,000. Don't think that one's gonna go as far.
I'm liking all the balls he's putting in the grid though.
Yeah, when you look at guys that can go 220 and they're missing it straight, you know that they're locked in. Like right there, Costello. That was a bomb from Costello.
I like that one a lot.
Big ball here from Mark in slot number 4.
Nice and high.
That one stayed in the air forever. Good spin. This one should take the lead. 387. What do you think? 387 from Costello?
I like it.
Or farther?
I think 387 is a good number.
Drum roll. Where's Costello at? He looked back at it. He hit that one really well. 392, Travis Eakin. Boom.
Sheesh.
I feel like Costello's ball is going to go farther if Eakin's at 392. I mean, that ball stayed in the air for absolute ever.
Yeah, if you're comparing profiles of the ball, it'll definitely be further, and it is by 2 yards at 394.
Boom.
Mark Costello is going to take the lead, and he's getting 200 points. Talking about points, we'll give you the point breakdown here. So first place gets 200, second place 100, third 50, and fourth place 25. Take an OB set at 0. We saw a lot of OB sets that kind of gave the future of some of the players, and so it's so important to make sure you get at least one ball in the grid. You'll hear us say that maybe 100 times.
Yes. Costello improves just a little bit by a yard to 395, so he doubles up, goes back-to-back, and has 400 points. He is sitting in a great spot right now after 3 sets for himself. So, this is just ridiculous how many good hitters are just in this round of 32 hitters. And we'll say it again, this final 16, they are going to be flying. This will be the fastest final 16 we've ever seen as far as average ball speed.
Without a doubt. And I know we saw a lot of perfect scores over the past few days.
Yep.
I don't think we'll see a lot. I mean, right now Kyle sits at 200. He could possibly pull it off, but we were having a lot of perfect scores.
Yeah, I know Martin ended up taking 1,000 on day number 1. Tate yesterday was at 900. We'll see James Tate, the pride of Scotland, here at 10:30. Big set here for Jack Smith and Zach Holton. Holton is at 75 points right now. Jack Smith winning set number 1, going OB on set number 2, still has 200 points. But right now we're going to take a peek at Zach Holton in slot number 3. Big set here for him. Win would put him at 275. Zach, he is one of the best in the business. Winner out in Denver, was 1 ball away from having the most legendary set of all time as far as distance goes. He would have absolutely obliterated the longest set of all time, where he had every single ball over 460 yards.
Insane. That's incredible.
Yep. All right, we saw Jack Smith hit a lot of balls in play in the first set where he was just hitting that little butter cut. Can he just keep that profile? Because the one thing that I don't want to see from Jack Smith is that big old right to left. That's when he's just off a little bit.
Yeah, I really liked his left to right.
Boom.
And that's a straight ball.
If that one stays in play, this is going to be a monster from Jack Smith. I don't know how much real estate he took, though. That looked like he just hit a straight pull there. Baker in the lead at 79, Holden at 65.
This might be a really great slot for Jack Smith to kind of regain that confidence back, because no doubt he can win this. I mean, it's going to be tough. He's got Zach Holden, TJ Baker, and Finn all in this set, and it looks like
Zach Holden just hit a bomb.
Just hit a massive shot right down the middle.
All right, Jack Smith, slot number 4. And that's got to be Holton, 406.
Longest ball of the day so far by Zach Holton.
That was 215 or 218 ball from him. There we go.
Another one. He's locked in.
That's the Zach Holton that, we've watched all year long. When he looks so good at 218. Like, that's his number. 218, 220, and there is really, really tight dispersion on that golf ball. That thing was laser straight. Jack Smith, this one's going to hold on here at 217. This one's staying in the air for absolute ever. Big ball here from Jack Smith down the right side. That one was probably closer to in between that right hash and OB. We're going to see a big number here from Jack Smith. Don't know if it's going to be 406, but it's going to improve. It's going to be around.
It's going to be a good number.
I would say it's going to be in the 90s.
There's one thing I want him to do is just swing. Don't overthink it. Figure out what's consistent. He's starting to hit those little draws.
Yep.
All right, play the draw. Whatever you got, just start playing it. 389.
389. It still helps him out a little bit. He's going to have
Zach
300
Holton,
points. There we go.
I mean, I'm saying we're going 406, longest ball of the day, 397. That's a really great shot.
That's a huge set there for Zach Holton. I'll tell you why. Because in set number 5, he's got Reed Russell, Bryce Verplank, and Kyle Berkshire.
Another 400 by him. Huge shout out to all 1,000 followers that are joining us on YouTube. And we'll be back right after this.
So what is your longest drive? You didn't even have the last season.
So my longest drive indoors, let's say I think 422, but in competition I had one this morning, 381. I just graduated college.
Oh my gosh. Wow. So what are you looking forward to for the season?
Definitely looking forward to experience, mainly just enjoy my time learning the sport and trying to get better and just using the competitive atmosphere and spirit to make me a better person too. So.
Oh, I love that.
Jack Smith picks up 100 points there. Holton picks up 200. So Holton's going to be at 275. Jack Smith is going to be at 300 after 3 sets. Let's look at everybody in the chat right now on YouTube. We got 1,000 followers right now. Thanks for tuning in. We're live in Atlanta for the 2023 World Long Drive World Championships presented by Club Champion. Matty Bombs in slot 1. Matt Nichols, he's locked in now. He's putting a lot of balls in play there. He's actually in slot number 2. Kyle Gabbard, Kyle Berkshire, Ryan Gregnall. Gregnall with a nice ball here. What I like seeing from Gregnall last set was 221. We hadn't seen it all week from the man from Canada, Ryan Gregnall. Berkshire here in slot number 3 with 2 straight wins, and his longest drive is at 405. Let's see if this one holds on. Kyle does a little bit of a club twirl. This one's in play at 221. A little bit of movement right to left, but, Kyle with these numbers should be in the 90s and 400s, so that's a good start for Kyle. I do like Gregnall's profile. I mean, he's hitting it well. That one ended up going OB. 398 for Kyle. He's kind of just cruising right now, and once again, the shaft that he's hitting has just a little bit more stoutness to it, and I think it's the right play. He's been almost unbeatable with that shaft over however many years. He debuted it in Rochester in 2019, where he essentially threw a perfect game and swept the field with that shaft. He's won multiple world championships with it, but ended up going to a different setup, at the end of last year, and here he is bringing it back on day 2 and putting a lot more balls in play. And like I said, that's tight ball right there. 225 down the left side from Berkshire. There we go, Gregnall. Good shot from Gregnall. Like the profile, but just missed it just a tad at 212. Kyle Gabbard without a number on the board as of right now. Matty Bombs is at 369. If this ball down the left side from Kyle is in play, this one should be a big number. That was not his highest ball speed of the tournament, but that one looked pretty good. Gregnall climbing the ladder. He's at 390. Good shot here from Kyle Gabbard as well. Gabbard, I mean, that is center punched, absolutely center punch from Kyle Gabbard here. This one should be a big number. Wouldn't be surprised if we see 400 from Gabbard, 379. Didn't get a number from Kyle here on that last ball. Gregnall, beautiful profile shot here. Matty Bombs with a nice profile shot. The boys are locked in. We're not seeing any OB sets right now. This is great to watch. Gregnall hit a rocket on that last one. Big ball down the right side, 386. All right, so Kyle with 3 wins. The question is what happens the next couple sets for him. But he looks nice and calm, cool, and collected with 3 out of 6 balls in play. He's at 600.
Yeah, he's looking really good, really solid right there. And it's tough, just seeing Travis talking about, I had 6 balls in play. I hit one of my furthest balls, and I still
came in 4th.
Yes.
But just a couple yards, too.
And it's tight.
But,
it is tight.
Look at that. Just pepper in the grid, and he's at 392 is his longest ball, Travis Eakin. But Costello's at 400. Kyle's going to be into the round of 16.
And Zach Holton is locked in now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, having the longest ball at 406. He takes a win-win. I mean, he just takes another win, puts him in a great position.
He stepped on the gas. Like we talk about, Zach Holton, 218. When you see 218 and the ball's this way, they're just dead straight, he's locked in. And, I said, I've had my chats. I talk to Jay-Z all the time. I'm like, because we thought that this was going to be a narrower grid, and I'm just like thinking, that would be perfect for Zach Holton because he is lethal.
And we're starting to see, he's 218 on that ball. Kyle Berkshire was like 220-something. On the other one.
Yeah. Zach doesn't need to be any faster. That's his pocket. We talked about Ryan Reeves back when he won the World Championships in the senior division a couple days ago. He was much better at 208 to 210 than he was at 211 to 213.
Yeah.
So Bobby Ray in slot number 4 has a number on the board. Wes Patterson, OB left. Good profile shot here from Reed Russell. It is a miss hit. Nice profile shot, too, from Matt Nicole. Nicole went 6 for 6 last set. So he is an assassin with the driver, Matt Nicole. Just a matter of hitting a ball in the center of the club face. Patterson at 205. When Wes is on, you're going to see him in and around 215 miles per hour, and you're going to see, boom, laser straight as well.
I must say, Matt Nicole wears all Viore, and so I was so inspired by him yesterday. I wore all my Viore. That's just that's for all the ladies out there.
So Bobby Ray is currently in the lead right now. He's at 150 points. A win from Bobby Ray would put him at 350. This one, it's like this one looks perfect from Bobby Ray, and all of a sudden it just took a little left. Hand turn. All right, good ball here from Patterson. This one should take the lead.
Really good, solid shot there. Yep. I wonder if he's going to switch clubs here.
That one was did it stay, did he hit it high enough? And if it is, it should be 371. That was the only thing that I was thinking. I was like, it didn't look like he hit it that high.
Reed Russell with the good ball here. If that stays in,
still a miss.
It's going to fall that speed slot.
Yep.
Get him an extra few yards there.
It did stay in the air for a long time, though, so that one might go a little bit farther, but that is a miss hit from Reed. I'm like, there we go, 376. And I think it just comes down to spin and height. He spun it a little bit, and he kept it in the air, And Wes just hit his just a little too low. There we go, Wes. This one's good. 2,700 spin. Matt Nicole with a good ball here. But, yeah, I like that ball from Wes. 403, there we go. Wes is tough. He really is. And that's going to put Wes at 500 points. So Wes is going to be, if this holds up.
Wes knows how to maximize every shot.
Yep. He's going to be in the round of 16. Wes has made multiple Final 8s at the World Championships. And, on his way to maybe making his third and being on TV tomorrow. Good start.
See.
The longest hitters in the world are in Atlanta for a shot at the world title. Watch the World Long Drive Championship, October 22nd at 8:30 p.m. Eastern.
If you're a great golfer, ignore this ad. This is for people who embrace their bad golfer vibe. Get the best golf gear so you can play in style, even if you're a complete embarrassment. Wow. Shop now at bogiebros.co. Bogey Bros, a sponsor of the World Long Drive Championship. They actually have a booth out here if you want to go see some of their merch. And if you're not, just check out online, bogiebros.co. Speaking of merch, World Long Drive has a lot of amazing merch here. There's a tent right behind the grandstands. I know you've seen some of these amazing hats that are in the crowd and sweatshirts, so make sure you go check out that tent. And if you're not here, ask someone that is that you know to get you something good. But right now, on the grid, Matt Nicole going back-to-back here, Naoto Masumi, Ryan Gregnall, and Zach Holton. I mean, we saw him have one of the longest balls of the day at 406, and he's locked in.
Hulk Holton.
From Birmingham, Alabama.
Nice ball from Matt Nicole. Look at that. Falling right. Perfect shot here from Nicole. Ball number 3 is going to be better than 379, I believe. In my humble and honest opinion, 387 from Nicole.
I like this one by Zach. A nice little cut.
Gregnall's at 350. Put some balls in play there. He's looking good. All right, a win from Zach Holton would put him at 475. He's at 384. Matt Nicole is at 175.
Be a big set for him as well.
Ooh, good ball from Holton.
That's
little
he doesn't
toey.
like it.
Little toey.
But if that falls in the right spot.
Gregnall, bomb. Gregnall just hit a rocket. 219 center punch this one. Good ball here from Gregnall. That one stayed in the air for absolutely ever. That's going to be, what do you think? 401. 395.
390.
Very similar profile shots to what Kyle's been hitting.
I mean,
Berkshire.
Any of these guys could hit it 400 easily.
I like how, Gregnall tried to climb the ladder there. He missed it just a little bit. Tried to hit a little bit higher. But this is a big set here for Ryan Gregnall. This will put him at 550 points, and that would put him safely into the round of 16. Really impressed with Gregnall today, hitting a ton of balls in play. And like I said, I'm going to give a golf clap to all these boys right now. They're putting balls in play.
Zach Holton yelling at it down the pipe. Curving in.
That's a big ball from Holton, but look at the height. Doesn't look, I don't know. He might have hit a little too low.
I'll tell you this. He's not going to be in third place anymore. I don't think so.
Did the ball stay in the air long enough for Zach Holton because he just ripped it at 219. Drum roll. He hit it down the hottest part of the grid, too, down that right side.
389.
Is that your guess?
Yeah.
I don't know. 384. Just, oh, no, it moved.
Okay, it's taking a little while, so I think it might be beyond.
Check 430.
If we're waiting, we know it's way down there. Look at that.
406.
Another 406 by Zach Holton.
Golf clap. There you go.
Or should we say, Hulk Holton, he's changed that. He's no longer in that professor's outfit anymore.
That was a huge set for him. He started off slow, kind of like he did on day one.
Yep.
Day one, he kind of got lucky. He hit a miss hit on his 12th ball. Ended up winning the set, but he was at 75 points after two. Goes win-win, and you're starting to see this with Zach Holton.
And that was
Watch
a little
out.
bit of a lower ball flight that still
It was.
Took off.
He hit it down the right side of the grid, and he hit it straight. There was no movement left or right. It was just
boom.
Boom. So this has been a great start to the round of 32. A lot of balls in play. I know that people that are watching now, and especially the historians of this sport, are enjoying this right now. No one wants to see a bunch of OB sets, and these boys are bringing it this morning at 9 a.m. in Atlanta. It's not that hot, but
making it interesting, making it fun. I mean, he goes third, fourth, and then takes a win-win.
TJ Baker is at 275. Wow, this is a crazy top 32. And then the next group too is it's the same.
Yeah, loaded.
This is the most talented World Championships I've ever seen.
I mean, it's so talented. I mean, we're definitely missing some people we've seen all throughout the year that have had a fantastic year. But
okay, Verplank at 387. Verplank is a similar hitter when he's locked in to Zach Holton. Bobby Ray, this is the best ball that he's hit right now. It's high, it's straight, good spin. Let's see if Bobby Ray can improve. His longest drive of the day so far is at 372, so this is going to be significantly farther than that. But I'll say Verplank may be a little bit, it's the terminology, not as accurate per se as a Zach Holton from time to time. But when Verplank is dialed in, he hits it dead straight as well. So, Verplank has got 2 wins. Him and Justin James are the only ones on tour this year with multiple wins. And Bryce, when his back's against the wall like yesterday, stepped up and went 389 when it was the longest drive of the morning at that time. So really like Verplank here in slot number 4. And he said you just start looking for certain profiles of shots. There we go. There's a little cut there from Bryce, still in the lead. TJ Baker trying to find the strike zone here. Matty Bombs is in play. So it just comes down a little bit of spin because that ball that Bobby Ray hit looked pretty good, just
really
like that
good.
one. See, that's a miss hit. There's 136, 203 from Bobby Ray.
And sometimes these mishits are just going further than we expect.
Yep. Where's Verplank at right now? Verplank is at 175, so a win here would put Verplank at 375. TJ Baker with a number on the board. Extremely important there. Because just say he takes fourth, he still has 300. He'll have 300 points. A win would put him at 500.
Final balls here.
Big ball here from Bobby Ray. 214.4. Really big ball from him.
That might be one of the fastest swing speeds I've seen him in tournament.
All right. Did Bobby Ray keep the ball in the air long enough? Because those numbers, he optimized that golf ball to perfection. 383 yards. Verplank is going to take down the set at 387. That's going to put Verplank at 375. Bobby Ray will have 275. Matty Bombs will have 200. TJ Baker will be at 300 as well.
All right, we're going to go to break. We'll be back right after this.
Let's go.
Guys, what is up? We are at one of the coolest charity events for golf you'll ever see, DJ Khaled's We the Best charity golf event. DJ Khaled's been a friend of mine for a long time. Gave me an invite, couldn't turn it down. Really excited to be out here with you guys, and we're gonna have a lot of fun, chop it up with a lot of cool people, and we're gonna have some fun playing some golf, hitting some bombs, and making some putts. So hope you guys enjoy this.
We the best.
That was a fun tournament. Cedric the Entertainer. Yeah, him and I were just going back and forth. I always say I hide behind that lawn driver's page, you know, had a little bit of humor in me. But talking to him, hit the amount of wittiness that,
He's
that
always
Cedric
on.
the Entertainer, he was on.
Well, I mean, you don't have to stay on when that's just who you are, but yeah.
And then what was crazy was Angie Martinez in our group. I wasn't aware that she was like
She's the
greatest,
without a doubt.
Disc jockey of all time, just interviewing everybody.
We the best. We the longest out here.
Yep, great event. World Long Drive was out there as well on a hole. Kyle Gabbard 388. 380 back down.
Big set for Kyle Gabbard and Finn Quaid.
Good ball here from Costello. If that one stayed in, that one's going to be close to that left side. Not sure if that one is in play for Costello in slot number 3, 214. He said he's flirting with that left side right there. Not very happy with that golf ball, but, once again, Costello's locked in. He's hitting it straight. He's just hitting a little bit of a pull. I wouldn't make any adjustments right now. Reed Russell with a nice.
I like this one by Reed.
Yep. Gabbard holding the finish.
I like Reed Russell's finish. It's probably one of the he can make a logo out of his finish.
Oh yeah. So Costello just needs to start putting balls in play here. He doesn't need to put pressure on himself. And in the 5th set, he is right now at 400 points. Gabbard putting on a clinic, putting a lot of balls in play.
Giving himself a lot of opportunity. He's right now in the lead at 390.
Finn Quaid putting some balls in play.
Switching up the clubs here. He's in at 377, second place as of now. Mark Costello looking to put a ball in play.
Ball number 4.
There we go. 407. Longest ball of the day as of now.
Yeah, you look at this, it's the same guys. The 218 to 220 guys. Costello, Holton, Verplank. When these guys are hitting it straight, they get so much out of this golf ball. Look at that 219 from Costello that's flirting down that right side. Big ball from him. You're going to see Costello in the round of 16 to be expected as well.
Without a doubt. That's a big group right there.
Yep.
407, 390, 377, and 374.
We had Costello in the booth yesterday. Javelin, had a college scholarship at the University of Oklahoma.
Such a hard, that's one of the hardest sports is throwing a javelin. As he was sharing with us, really hard on the body.
Yep.
All right, this set, we've got Travis Eakin, Wes Patterson, Jack Smith, and Kyle Berkshire. Big set for Jack Smith.
It is. And I right now I like slot number. Jack Smith just hit it straight.
Yeah, I think he was feeling the cut, and now he realized he got on the tee. He's got the draw, which often happens when you have a little adrenaline in your system. And so I think he's just got to hit a couple of balls, see where his pattern's falling, and then just play that out.
Yeah, because if he's going to go with the cut, we talked about it with T.J. Baker. I would rather see Jack in slot number 3. Just if he does hit that little pull, and then it comes back. Gives them a little bit more real estate, and you're not really fighting any crosswinds. There's really, you look at the flags on the bridge right here. They always seem like they're going in the same direction, but down grid it looks a little right to left. So the draw is the play right now.
And as we take a peek at those flags, it's representing all the countries that are out here because this is the World Long Drive Tour, and we've got people from all over the world representing.
All right. So just Wes, I mean, he's at 500 points, but just put a couple balls in play, and you're going to see Wes in the round.
Travis
of
out
16.
the gate.
Bullet
one down the middle.
For Mr. Eakin, and who's putting on a clinic right now, putting a ton of balls in play. Patterson with a ball down the right side. That's a number for him. That's all he needs. So a good start here for Wes.
We've got Kyle with a smile.
He looks extremely composed right now, Wes Patterson, and I said Kyle is as well. So, yep, the veteran, Wes Patterson, he knows that he needs to put a number in there. 229 from Kyle. This one looks like it's going to go OB left. Jack Smith doesn't have a number as of right now. This is a big set because if Jack does win this, he would put himself at 500 points.
Allows himself to breathe a little bit going into that fifth and final set.
217. This is a good ball here from Jack Smith.
That's a really good ball.
If that one holds on, this one's going to be a big number. If that one stays in play, that one is flirting down that right side.
That's a big ball by Kyle Berkshire. He's clenching his cheeks, making sure that one stays in.
A lot of movement right to left. I really like Jack Smith's golf ball right here. If that one stayed in play, this should be in the 90s, if not 400 yards.
It's a little over top there by Jack Smith, but he's in at 382.
That was his second ball. I like ball number 3 from Jack better. If that one stayed in. Kyle currently in the lead at 388. Jack's ball didn't stay in. Wes Patterson at 387. Jack's going to have to step on the gas here.
Almost don't even want him. I mean, he looks up at the scoreboard every time. I don't even want him to look at the scoreboard. I just want him to hit.
Yep.
Just don't think, hit.
Wes is getting stronger as this tournament goes on, and that's what he's really they say like a baseball, he's a streaky hitter, and when he's hot, he's really, really tough. I mean, he hits a heavy golf ball that goes straight and goes a long way.
And he's a builder.
Yep.
Like, you're going to see him only get better.
Yep. Aiken off to a good start at 375, but didn't catch one. Berkshire with a big high draw here. Not sure if that one's going to stay in play.
We've got some yells going.
Did Jack Smith get one in? That is the question. But right now, it looks like Kyle is going to take down this set.
All right, we're going to be back right after this.
Get social with World Long Drive. Follow the longest hitters in the world on tour with exclusive behind-the-scenes content on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. Watch every World Long Drive event on YouTube. Follow us at World Long Drive. This is Golf at Full Throttle.
The man who won out in Kingsport, Tennessee, Jack Smith, on the last ball goes 389 to take the win. Jack Smith has 500 points now. That was a logjam. Berkshire was at 88, Patterson was at 87, and Jack Smith on ball number 6 goes 389 yards to take the win. So the rookie phenom out of Shreveport, Louisiana has 500 points. So putting a ball in play for Jack Smith will put him into the round of 16. Berkshire's in, Costello's in, Wes Patterson is in. This is getting closer to the championships rounds here. Set number 5, Finn Quaid, Matty Bombs, Matt Nicole, Travis Eakin. Travis Eakin wins, he is in. He will have 550 points. Matty Bombs still has an outside chance to get in if he wins at 400 points. He would need some things to go his way. But right now, Matt Nicole and Matty Bombs, if they get a win, they're going to need some help. Travis Eakin wins, guarantee that he is in.
Oof.
Finn Quaid cannot mathematically advance.
He can't advance, but he can be a spoiler.
Absolutely. And we saw Jim Waldron knock 3 guys out yesterday with a win.
It's crazy.
He took out 3 dudes.
I mean, it shows every time you're up on the tee box that you're swinging no matter what.
Yep.
I mean, he knew he was out, and he still put on a show. But Matt Nicole right there.
Love that profile shot from Matt Nicole. This one's going to be a big drive right here. 208. Just ball falls right down the hottest part of the grid, down that right side. This one should improve for Matt Nicole. An awesome hitter. All right, Travis Eakin, he's down to his last 2 golf balls. Right now he's currently in second, so this would put him at 450. He needs to get a ball in play. He hit it good. He just hit it too low there. The old worm burner right there. All right, now I just looked at Matt Nicole, like that number dropped. So the first thing we do when we see numbers like that is look at the wind. And now it looks like the flags are slightly into the face, right to left.
Yeah, just a tad bit, and it's blowing a little bit harder. Going to take a peek at the wind right now.
Travis Eakin, 374. Yeah, it's a little, I mean, slightly, I mean, barely, like a couple degrees into the face, but really it's just a right to left wind. Matt Nicole with a bomb again, 211.
Yep, wind's picking up a little bit.
Yep.
But Matt Nicole's final ball looks real good.
Well, Matty bombs, man. Yeah, such a great dude. Out of Australia, flew a long way to get here and just put up an awesome tournament. So congrats to Matty Bombs and Finn Quaid.
Without a
tournament has ended, but they should be very proud of themselves. And they said Aussies bring it. They bring it. And it's been fun to have them in the chat room. And they still have another Aussie and Seb Twiddell left.
Without a doubt. They bring all the entertainment as well. I mean, Matty Bombs is going to put a smile on your face if there's nothing else he's going to do. So.
All right. So Matt Nicole and Travis Eakin are now on the bubble at 425 and 450. Zach Holton just needs to put a ball in play because now Jack Smith is in at 500.
I know, that was such a big set for him because he can go into this final set.
Got it on that last ball, too.
Swing away and try to figure out something there for
so
later
here,
today.
It's still water.
Yeah.
Said I saw yesterday is me drinking God knows how many water bottles of water. It's awful.
You were chugging, without a doubt.
I was. We should have a bathroom counter of how many times you and I have had to run to the bathroom.
It's more than water bottles,
and
that's for sure.
It's funny because we just part the seas. When they see us running down the steps, everybody just moves, on a full-on sprint. And then we come up like a ball or two into the set, and we're just like trying to catch our breath.
Someone was like, oh, you must have been in track. I was like, not even.
I could run a 3-minute mile. Just kidding.
For a 400?
Yeah. Let's see. TJ Baker with a win would put him at 500. So the guy that we're looking at right now is TJ Baker.
Yeah, Wes Patterson already in.
Kyle Gabbard would have 475 with a win. He would jump Aiken and Matt Nicole, which I would say that would probably help out. I think if Gabbard wins, he's in. There could be a tie, but it looks like Reed Russell and Verplank are going to match up against each other. So if they can't both take second place. Just looking at, the numbers right now.
Naoto Masumi is out.
Yep.
And he's had an incredible year as well.
Absolutely. All right, Baker wins, he's in. The sleeper. And then I think if Bobby Ray or Gabbard win, they're in. They would have 475. Holton just needs to put a ball in play, but I think he's safe. Gregnall hits put a ball in, and he's safe. But, yeah, Reed Russell, Bryce Verplank, 500 may be the number. It really, truly may be the actual bubble number. So if you get to 475, at least you know that you're going to have more than likely a playoff.
Yep.
Baker in the lead.
The hard part about this, though, is that you have somebody that is a spoiler every single time.
Well, I'll say like Wes Patterson right now. If he wins this set, he's going to knock out Baker, Gabbard, Masumi's out, but TJ Baker, I'm telling you, is a threat. If he can, there you go. That's a nice ball from Wes. Missed it just a tad. This one's right down the middle, though. The pressure is on in slot number 1. Baker wins. He is in. Masumi is still OB. Gabbard.
Looking for a ball to be in play.
if Gabbard wins, like you said, he is the master of the 6th ball as well. Oof. Boom. Boom. This one's a big ball here from Gabbard. Huge ball from Gabbard. This one's in the air for a really, really long time. This might put him into the round of 16 if this one goes farther than 383 and T.J. Baker does not improve. Baker with a bomb. The first time I've seen him go right to left. Huge ball down the left side, or right side. Gabbard takes the lead, but does Baker take it back? Someone's tournament is on the line right now. Does Gabbard make it into the round of 16, or does T.J. Baker with a bullet down the right side on ball 6?
We are waiting right here. Drum roll.
Big ball from Baker.
This is why we. Oh, Cal Gabbard's last ball out. Here we go.
I think T.J. Baker is going to beat 400. I really do. I think this is going to be 395 to 400 yards. Drum roll, because he hit a bomb. 380.
Oh my goodness!
Cow. Wow.
Another 1 yard difference. Kyle Gabbard going to take the lead here, and he's in.
Wow. Kyle Gabbard has advanced to the round of 16. The 2021 Amateur World Champ is now making his first top 16 appearance at the World Long Drive World Championships in the Open Division.
We love the drama.
And Baker hit a draw on that last one. That looked good, too.
All right, we'll be back right after this.
The longest hitters in the world are in Atlanta for a shot at the world title. Watch the World Long Drive Championship, October 22nd at 8:30 p.m. Eastern.
All right, so there could be a tie at 475. I don't want to say that Gabbard is in as of right now because there's still multiple hitters that can tie him. Bobby Ray wins. He is in. If Reed Russell or Bryce Verplank takes second place, they'll have 475. Greg Null needs to take second. Or no, he could take third or better. Greg Null's in. Holton hits a ball in play. He's in.
I mean, even if Greg Null takes fourth, he's tied.
Yep. All right, so Travis Eakin is going to be sweating it out. This is going to be the longest couple minutes of his life. It really, truly, because Eakin's on the bubble right now. So Bobby Ray wins. He would have 475, but he's going up against Jack Smith, Mark Costello, and Ryan Gregnall. Gregnall has to hit a ball in play. Just hit a couple balls in play for Mr. Gregnall. But look at this. Like you said, you don't want to jinx it. We're sitting in the booth because I got to say it. There's only been one OB set. Jack Smith, 409. And he, like I said, he can knock some people out right now.
He's back.
Costello's in. Jack Smith is in. Gregnall just needs to put one ball in play. He needs to take third or better to guarantee himself in. Because right now, just say Gregnall's just got to put a ball in play.
You know,
Reed Russell takes, just say Reed Russell and Bryce Verplank go 1-2. They're going to jump them, so 475 is going to be in a playoff. Gregnall with a ball in play. This one looks like it's in at 214.
It's looking good. And we've got Bobby Ray holding his finish over there. You know, the only OB set we've had today is by Jack Smith, but he holds also the longest ball of the day as of now at 409.
He's going to be dangerous.
Big, big, big drive right there.
You know, what I've seen today from Jack Smith is left or right, not big sweeping hooks. And I said, if you got Justin James coming up here in a little bit, even though J.J. Cruz, I'm looking forward to seeing J.J. tighten up that right to left, you know. Yeah. So Justin, if he's hitting that profile shot similar to what Jack's doing right now, the guys that you expect being in the Final Eight and on television are going to be there. Gregnall has a ball in play, and he's currently in third, which is perfect for him. If Costello improves, you know, Gregnall could potentially be on the bubble, and there could be a playoff. There really, truly can be here at 475. Costello is now, Gregnall is now in fourth in this set. This is a huge ball here for Gregnall. This really is. He needs to go at least, you know, Costello, this one, he missed this one. Costello's in play. Gregnall's OB, so Gregnall's going to have 475 points. It's going to be a nail-biter. This is going to be a nail-biter here.
Jack Smith taking that one with the longest ball of the day at 409.
I mean, this is shaping up to have a playoff. Okay.
This is fun.
Let's just say this. If Reed Russell or Bryce Verplank takes second and one of them doesn't come in first, Gregnall's going to be in, and so is Kyle Gabbard at 475. Zach Holton needs to hit a ball and play, but I think that they're in. So I think 475, it just, you know, the only thing that can happen right here is if Bryce Verplank or Reed Russell win and Bryce Verplank takes second, there would be a playoff. But
Four-man playoff.
if Zach Holton goes OB, there could be 4 guys at 475.
Wow.
We could have a 4-man playoff.
Want to give a huge shout out to Bobby Ray. That's the end of his tournament, but he's had a phenomenal year, and he looked really strong this event.
All right, here we go. Reed Russell, Bryce Verplank, Zach Holton. Mr. Berkshire is not on the tee box in slot number 4. So here we go.
So worst someone can get is 50 points.
Yep. So a ball in play for many of these guys is 50 points right now. So Zach Holton just needs to put a ball in play, and he's in. This would be crazy. If, just say Reed Russell and Bryce Verplank tie, they would both have 525 points. I mean, we can still have a playoff here. So Gabbard and Gregnall are biting their fingernails.
Cool. Hang on there. A little mishit. I'm biting my fingernails.
Reed Russell and Bryce Verplank have to hit balls in play right now. They have to hit it in. 403 from Russell. Good start for Reed. Verplank in slot number 2, really taking his time here.
That's a really good ball by Reed Russell.
I just want to see Zach just rip it. Just go 218 and hit one dead straight. Come on. 205. Said just guiding it a little bit. He just knows that he has to hit one in play.
Sometimes that's the worst thing to know.
Free up those hands. But good start for Reed Russell in slot number 1 at 403. Bryce Verplank, Zach Holton. Right now, Reed would have 575, so he'd be safely in.
Ooh.
Verplank, good ball here from Verplank. 214, love the profile of the shot. Zach, is this one going to stay in play?
Ugh.
Oh, my gosh, he's going to put some crazy pressure on himself if he doesn't hit one in right now. Holy cow. We literally could have a 4-man playoff.
Aye, aye, aye.
We literally can have a 4-man playoff if Zach doesn't hit one in play and Verplank has one in that's less than Reed Russell. 382. Zach Holton. This one's a good ball here from Verplank.
Really good one.
Didn't pick up the ball flight. Wow. This is if Bryce jumps Reed, then Reed is going to be at 475. If Zach doesn't hit this ball in play, there is going to be a 4-man playoff for 3 spots. Verplank 398. Zach Holton controls his destiny right now. He literally needs to hit it 270 yards to advance.
That's hard to say, but I want to see him
Wow.
go full throttle because that's when he hits it really straight down the middle right here.
There
Boom!
he goes.
Right there, final ball. Hang on.
Wouldn't this be crazy if he wins this?
Oh, my gosh.
This puts Travis Eakin out right here, I think.
Oh, my goodness.
Zach Holton has made it in, if that one's in, to the round of 16.
6-balled it.
I know his parents right now got to be so nervous.
Without a doubt.
I was nervous for him.
I mean, they get here at the same time as
If
Ryan
Zach
Reed's
hits it
back.
farther than 404, I mean, he's going to knock it. All right, so we are going to have a playoff here at 475. Holton is in.
Look at family.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. There's going to be a playoff here with Bryce Verplank, Kyle Gabbard, and Ryan Gregnall.
Ooh, some big names right there.
Don't go anywhere, people. We got some drama. Wow.
Drama at
that would have been a 4-man playoff.
10:30 in the morning.
That would have been a 4-man playoff for 3 spots.
Oof.
That was intense. We're gonna go
It's
to
only
the
gonna
chat.
get more
It's gonna
intense
light it
here.
up. All right.
In the chat, we want to see who you're rooting for this 3-man playoff.
I mean, Gabbard stepped up late. I mean, on that last ball, got in.
Bryce Verplank, Ryan Gregnall, and Kyle Gabbard.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah, 'cause
all of them that can hit it 400 plus.
TJ Baker was 1 yard away from making it to
Yard.
the top 16.
Every 6 inches, I guess you could say, counts.
But look at this. I mean, what a unbelievable showcase of putting balls in play. There was only one OB set the entire round of 16. Yes, I guess there was 2 Kyle did not hit in this 5th set, but Jack Smith was the only one, and he ended up winning the set.
Winning the set and then tying with Kyle.
Yep.
For most total wins.
Here we go. We got 3 superstars on the tee box right now in the round of 32. 2 guys are going to advance.
This is hard to watch.
You know, I really like, you know, Bryce Verplank with that little cut, you know, like that little baby cut. I like that. And I say Gregnall, we know that he's able to climb the speed charts, and this might just come down to a speed contest. But you look at Kyle Gabbard, who gets so much out of this golf ball, who hits it so high, and we say he hits it over the clouds. I mean, this is truly a pick'em. All of these guys deserve to be in the round of 16, but you know what? Only 2 of them are going to make it.
Oh.
Holy cow. What a that was unbelievable. Zach Holton waiting to the last ball. He could have pulled out a 3-iron and advanced.
And he didn't. He went full throttle.
Yes, he did. 3 for 2. And round robin number 1, we are live in Atlanta for the 2023 World Long Drive World Championships. We are in the open division. The ladies will be hitting later. 6 guys have already punched their ticket to the top 16. And 2 more guys on this tee box will be joining them as well. Jack Smith, Kyle Berkshire, Mark Costello, Wes Patterson, Reed Russell, and Zach Holton have advanced. So here we go, 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. Kyle Gabbard, Bryce Verplank, and Ryan Gregnall. Slot 1, 2, and 3.
Question in the chat, what ball are they using? Bridgestone E9.
All right, here we go. I want to see Kyle hit it 8 miles in the air, and I want to just see Gregnall go 220 and Verplank go 218. There we go, Gabbard. Is this one staying in play? That is the question. How much movement does he have right to left? Good ball here from Gabbard. Did that one stay in play? We did not have the tracers pop up in slot 2 or 3, so we can't feedback. I give you that feedback. OB for Verplank and Gabbard.
So big to put one ball in play here as soon as possible. I think the first 2 people that put a ball in play are going to advance.
Gregnall really taking his time. I would like to see him speed it up just a little bit. Speed it up just a tad. All right. No numbers on the board as of right now.
I want to see when he gets over the ball, 7 seconds, pulls the trigger.
Yep.
I want that whole routine to be only 7 seconds, but
Skinny
looks
from
like there's
Verplank.
one
He hit it
in
low.
the grid.
It's a number. He hit it just a tad low, OB right, for both Gregnall and Gabbard. Verplank is going to have a number on the board. I don't think it's going to be a huge number, but you just don't know. You could get a ton of rollout, but there's not much rollout down that left side. He's at 62.
I can only imagine what they're feeling right now.
No, it's. I mean, they're
Hard.
not too many swings away. I mean, technically 48 swings away after this to win a world title.
Gregnall.
Good ball from Gregnall, but I don't think that one's going to stay in. It's nail-biting time right now. Gabbard is 0 for 4, and so is Gregnall. Verplank just, throwing strikes out there, throwing a strike.
Yeah.
OB left.
This is why we say it's so important to put a ball in the grid no matter how far.
Oh, they're definitely feeling it.
We're down to the final ball.
Gregnall's got a couple left. He's OB right.
Here we go.
This will be another 6-ball playoff if Gabbard and Gregnall don't hit one in play.
They got to just knock one in.
All right, Bryce Verplank.
But Bryce knows he's got to – he wants to put a big ball up there too because you never know what could happen.
Gabbard's hit multiple bombs on ball number 6. OB right. Right from Gregnall just needs to hit one in play, and it's over. Ryan Gregnall is one swing away, one ball in play for advancing. Did he get it in?
Oh my goodness, we're going to another playoff.
Bryce Verplank has punched his ticket to the top 16.
Oh.
I know another person that is making his parents nervous is Bryce Verplank. Holy cow. I mean, he has been the master of, last-minute heroics, but he's in.
All week, yesterday.
Yep.
Against some of the biggest guys on tour, including himself, has to beat them all in order to advance, and he does it again right here. We're going into another playoff against Kyle Gabbard and Ryan Gregnall for the final spot.
Curious to see if they're going to go to 3 balls or 6 balls. I know that we've done that in the past, where we've gone to 3 balls if there hasn't been a winner determined. All right, Bryce Verplank is in. Gregnall and Gabbard.
1 open spot.
Said we had 1 OB and now we have 2 OBs, and like I said, the pressure is mounting. It really truly is. I mean, these guys are so close to that thing right there.
Beautiful belt.
Yep.
We've already given away 1 belt to the one and only Ryan Riesback, who had a phenomenal showing.
Yeah, you might have one later.
We never know.
You might. We're going to find out here.
We'll see here later today. Make sure you tune in at 1 p.m. for the ladies division.
There's going to be a little bit of delay for group number 2. We were going to start at 10:30. They'll probably push it back to 10:45.
Yeah, because these guys right here are getting the stands.
I'm nervous.
On the edge of their seats. It's hard to even say anything while they're hitting because I'm just nervous.
Are they going to hit 3 or are they going to hit 6? That's the question. I don't know why they wouldn't just hit 6, but we've done it in the past where there has been playoffs where we hit 3 balls. So
it would be kind of fun to do what we do, final 8 is have one person hit 3, another person hit 3, but
we leave it up to Mike Ambrose, the man that's been in this sport for well over 25 years.
Handles all operations and all things.
Yeah, he's the one that's going to make the decision if they're going to hit 3 or 6 golf balls. So, in Mike we trust.
In Mike we trust.
Yep. So this is the first time all year that this has actually happened.
It is.
Taking a look at my text messages. My dad said, the CEO is hitting the poop out of the ball. Double, triple, a home run, and knocked in 7 or 8 runs and scored. Yeah, the CEO getting after it. My guy. He's working on them hands, just nice and relaxed. I can literally recite for 4 years what my head coach said back in the day.
All right, in the chat, type in who you're rooting for.
All of them. Everybody's a winner here. They can't lose. I just like the fact that we got 1,000 people watching right now. So thanks for tuning in.
And we've got drama. We've had drama all morning. We look at Jack Smith, who had the only OB set, putting his parents' heart just in a hard position there. Advances on. Bryce Verplank doing the same thing. Hitting a skinny one, 362. Guys, looks like they're hitting 6 balls to determine who's going to take this final slot.
There it is. Mr. Ambrose says they're hitting 6. All right. Come on. Swing hard. I want to see 214 from Kyle Gabbard. I want to see a nice, tight 10-yard draw that goes 8 miles in the air, and I want to see Ryan Gregnall with a 221-mile-per-hour little butter cut down that right side. Gabbard with 2 of the 3 longest drives in this tournament at 439 yards and 443 yards. You could cut the tension with a knife. One man will be in the round of 16 here later. Will it be Kyle Gabbard in slot 2, or will it be Mr. Gregnall in slot number 3? Here we go. Come on, boys. Swing. Let it fly. Gregnall. You just heard a cheer from the crowd. That's got to be good. We can't see it,
hear it,
but we can feel it up here.
Without a doubt.
Like Caddyshack. I believe that was about 218 mile per hour cut down. It's going to be 394 yards from Gregnall. Let's see if this refreshes. We don't have the numbers right now. So we don't have a number on the board as of right now from Ryan Gregnall. 396 Gregnall.
Whoa.
I said 394 and we had no idea what the number was. Great start for Gregnall, 396. There we go. Step on the gas, big guy.
He's on the board.
Yep.
And like we saw yesterday, Cal Gabbard could put up any number at any point.
Yep.
A big one as he took
Ooh,
the lead.
big ball
and boom,
from Gabbard.
There it is.
That is the fastest ball I have ever seen Kyle Gabbard hit. That is a bomb. That is a perfect profile, and that is on the right side of the grid. We are going to have some
Another
big
one
numbers here.
at
Gregnall stepping
219 by
on the
Ryan
gas.
Gregnall, right on that right side. That is
boys.
hot.
Here we go, boys. These are some big numbers here.
This is what we came to see.
We needed to see this last set. How do you like being Bryce right now at 362, knowing that these guys just hammered these balls? Wow, 1 yard.
Whoa.
1 yard. 395 to 396. Gabbard is 1 yard away from Gregnall. Wow. Unbelievable. These boys are getting after it. Yes. How about that with Gabbard? Just going, that's the fastest ball I've ever seen him hit. He is amped up.
This is full throttle right here.
That one's not going to make it. All right, we're down to our last couple golf balls. Ryan Gregnall is 1 yard away. How crazy would this be if they're both tied at 396 or like within 6 inches of each other? Here we go.
It gives me flashbacks of Atlantic City.
Gregnall 218. That a boy. 2200 spin. That's a laser down that right side. Now these boys are getting after it. And this is what you're going to see in the final 16.
Gabbard on his last ball here.
He hit this one 8 miles in the air. I mean, that shot right there is one that we saw Gregnall. That a boy. They go from going 0 for the world to just lighting up the grid. What a set from both of these competitors.
Wow.
Two absolute studs. Here we go. Gabbard doesn't look like he's got it. You know, he doesn't look like it, but we're going to wait for that underline right now. Gregnall's going to take it down by a yard at 396.
Wow. What a showing. Congratulations to Ryan Gregnall, but also great event. Great event for Cal Gabbard. We're going to be right back with group number 2 here soon.